What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? Today, I have a very special video for you. We're going to be doing something new and hopefully fun and entertaining. I'm going to be making a character based off prompts you guys gave me. But before I get into any of that, I got to figure out actually what I'm going to be drawing. So I'm scribbling currently to figure out what actually I want to draw. Got a little bean guy. Maybe is. Wait a minute. Is that us? Nah, we're not gonna do that. Scratch that. Let's try maybe a human. A human man. Would that be a good idea? Would he be somebody we could use? No, I'm not good at drawing humans anyway. Let's scratch that. It's gonna be tougher than I thought. So why don't we go over here to this corner and I just doodle something. Because to be honest, I have no idea actually what I was gonna draw before this video. So I was just kind of making it up as I went along. And I'm not really good at drawing anything else other than Toasty, my original character. So I decided to go with something goofy and try to do a gorilla. So here I am just like experimenting with it to see if I can actually do anything with it. And it actually went alright for a silly little doodle. So I think I'm going to go with this design just because I can't really draw anything else. And this would be really funny to make a gorilla man. So that's what I'm going to be drawing today. So we're just going to wait until I'm done doodling on the page. Just waiting, questioning if that's good or not. I'm still questioning if it's good or not. I mean, I don't know why I'm questioning this so much. It's quite literally a simple answer. Like, do I want to do the monkey or not? I'm just sitting here baffled by the idea of doing this right now. But I think we're going to go with it. Let's see, past me, do I accept the offering of a monkey? Yes, I do. Into the next phase of the project, making the list of what you guys wanted me to add to my creation. So here's our list. I'm going to start writing things down. So gorilla, this is something that I suggested that I'm going to be doing. This is the main prompt. It's not what any of you guys wanted, but it's what I wanted. Ignore my spelling of gorilla. Next was by the way, I'm going to be putting up all the comments on the screen who gave me the ideas. Next one is from, I think it's the Astro Geek, who wanted me to make them perpetually mad. So our gorilla friend's going to be mad. Then a couple people said pink, so he's going to be pink as well. The next item on our list is going to be Secret Agent. That's right. I'm pretty sure Caramelized Bee suggested this one to me. So, Secret Agent, I have a very fun idea for how I'm going to do this part. The next one I'm going to be doing, yes, it's Puffy Jacket. So, the next one is Puffy Jacket. I'm pretty sure this one was suggested by Swanee. I did cut out one part of it. Whoever suggested this, I did cut out one part of it because I didn't know how to make it work. So, it's just going to be Puffy Jacket. And then Koala was the next one. This was suggested by Nugget the Owl. And I wanted to give our little gorilla a koala friend. So that's what we're going to be doing. And here I am. I'm going into the sketching phase, trying to figure out how I want this body to be done. And I'm currently pulling up a picture of a gorilla because I don't know how to do anatomy and I need some help. Okay, back to the sketching. Currently drawing this horrible gorilla that looks like it was a part of a nuclear accident or something. But I think I finally settled on this idea. It looks pretty alright. It's not the best I've ever done, but it's also not the worst. So I think we're going to go with it. So I'm going to go in now and sketch a little face on there just to see how the face works for a little bit. And get a rough idea of how I want to actually do the face before I go into the main sketching phase. Because this was just the basis of how I'm actually going to do it. So going for that perpetually mad face, as you can see, big old curled lip, and those are supposed to be nostrils, by the way. They don't look very good. But Yeah, I think this is going to work pretty well. So here, I'm going to start actually doing the for real outline over the whole thing. This is sped up for you guys, so you don't have to sit here and watch me painstakingly do everything. And now I'm just going to violently erase the entire undersketch. Jeez, wow, why am I so violent? But anyway, getting rid of that, and we're going to go into some more details on finishing up the rest of the design before we start coloring it. So I'm fairly happy with this. Okay, so looking at our list, we have completed exactly one item, gorilla. Next, let's work on that facial expression, and let's get that done so we can cross off another thing on our list. We're going to do the classic toasty eyes, the infinite void, the black abyss, because it's simple and easy, and I don't really feel like doing anything super hard right now. But they look pretty good. We're going to go with those. Let's add some nostrils on there. Go ahead and get those placed. Next is the eyebrows, one of the most important features of the perpetually mad design. Just erasing something real quick. I don't know what that is, but I'm erasing it. And here, I wanted to give him a bit of an underbite to add to the mad, or it looks more pouty, but like the mad expression. So here, I'm just gonna be adding an underbite just to emphasize the point that he's so mad that his lip is just protruding really far outward. That sounds a little weird, but that's what I'm going with. Okay, and it looks better later on. Don't worry, I'll fix it, because it looks very goofy right now. But don't worry, it's gonna get fixed. Don't worry, guys. Don't you worry your pretty little head. There we go. Okay, add that frown to the face, and I think his face is just about done. I'm fairly happy with it, so let's go mark it off on our list. Mad, done. Check mark. Now we're going to go. I'm going to go on to the next phase and work on the secret agent and puffy jacket. That's what we're going to do next. Work on both of those parts, because I'm very excited to see what these look like. Here I am, a very sped up version of it. But as you can see, the secret agent part is a hat. You know, like Perry the Platypus. You know how he's not a secret agent until he puts it on? I thought that would be a fun idea. But anyway, I tried this for a second and hated that, so I got rid of it. It was just ugly. So I'm just going to move straight on to the puffy jacket next, because that was just awful. Here I go with the puffy jacket, making it nice and fluffy around the edges. He's got some torn sleeves because he's just that muscled. He's a very well-muscled individual. So that's another 2 things we can cross off on our to-do list. And the last thing we need to sketch out is the koala. Once we get him sketched out, we can move on to one of the most fun parts, the coloring phase, which will really help add to everything and also make it pink. I mean, who doesn't want a pink gorilla, right? Wouldn't that just be awesome? But anyway, we're going into the koala now. Here, sketching his head. It gave him a very weird looking nose, so I went back and fixed that. He's going to be sleeping. He's a very lazy boy, as most koalas are, so he's just going to be sleeping on our little gorilla's back right now. He's going to be very peacefully asleep. And I think he's done. So yeah, we're going to check that off on the list. And now it's time for the most fun part, the coloring phase. We got to make him pink. So I'm going to get a nice pink up in here and start the coloring. And for our little gorilla buddy, I decided to go with a nice light pink. Not too pale, but I didn't also want it to be super jarring. So I went for a bit of a softer pink. And I quite like this color as well in real life. It's a very nice pink. So we're just going to quickly color in all of his little fur patches, area thingies. Get them all nice and pinked up. Just a quick disclaimer, the audio in this part of the video gets a little behind, and I didn't know how to fix it, so you guys are just going to have to deal with that for a little bit. I'm sorry about this, but it gets better later on. So, anyway, yeah, editing Toasty out. Bomber jacket type style. We're going to color that puff green, cream as well, not green. That's clearly cream Toasty, not green. But we're going to color that in. Now we're moving on to the face, and we're going to do a darker pink for the face because I didn't want to do a gray like most gorillas have because that was going to look too jarring. So I went for like a mauvish purple pink color, and I think it turned out pretty well. And now I'm just going to go to the koala real quick, get him colored in because he's going to be nice and simple. Gray with some pink inner ears and a dark black nose, gray nose. Now the hat, ooh, yeah, this hat took a lot of inspiration from like Perry the Platypus, as I mentioned earlier. Here I am putting on the details, really add to that fur detailing. I was quite happy with it. I had some wrinkled skin detail to his face, hands, and feet. And then I put some like useless details on the jacket that you guys can't even see. But I mean, the coloring's done. I think we're done with that now. I didn't really do any shading or highlights with the whole design just because I didn't think it really needed it, and I'm not really too good at that yet. But here I am now naming our little gorilla, and his name is going to be Terrence because he looks like a Terrence. I've always associated the name Terrence, like big guys. So that's what's going to be his name. That's going to be his name. And then Chuck is going to be our little koala friend. I don't know. He just looked like a Chuck. So this is Terrence and Chuck, our little secret agent duo. One perpetually mad and one always sleepy. I don't know why I gave them those names, but they just seem to fit, and I quite like them. Also, just ignore me struggling with the layers and trying to get rid of things. I didn't really plan ahead of that. So just ignore me struggling, okay? That's not something that needs to be recognized, even though I'm making it recognized right now. So just ignore that. And here they are, Terrence and Chuck. Before I completely finish this, I'm gonna add just a background line. I didn't do a background for this picture because this took a long time, and I wanted to get it done and start the editing process. So I'm just gonna add a quick little underline just to give him like he's actually standing someplace, which is the void. But at least he's standing somewhere that isn't just, a white abyss. He's got a line to stand on. Now that I say that out loud, it doesn't really make much sense, does it? But I already did it, and we can't change the fact that it's already done. So I'm just going to cut ahead real quick to when the whole thing is completely done. And now, may I present to you the finished Terrence and Chuck. Oh, you guys are back. I thought the montage was still going on. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. This was seriously a lot of fun to do, and it was a lot of fun to get you guys involved and see what you wanted me to do. So I will definitely be doing another one of these again in the future. But anyway, I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!